Let's do this. All right. All right, let's see if the stream is working. Let's do a test. Do this. All right. Audio test, audio test. All right, let's get this going. Let's see. Awesome, here we go. Turn down the audio just a little bit. Crank me up a little bit more. There we go. Sweet. Do I know a board? I think we're good to go. Okay, just need to get a few of my links going. Yeah, what up, Kevin? Yeah, this is Hookbeard. He's a character that I had worked on for a little bit, and I kind of got sidetracked trying to finish off the, I think it's, yeah, Revenera and Bucky. But I really want to get him done. Our first kind of like very tanky character and all that, so should be fun. Let's see. Pretty good. Pretty good. Just trying to do a lot more streaming recently. It's been fun. Yeah, so he has like the an anchor hook. So he'll be flying in like an ethereal boat kind of thing, like a pirate ship. Yeah, so here's kind of like some weapon ideas we had for him. This anchor, and we finally went with this one. It's a bit upside down right now. At least the reference is a bit upside down, but that was just for modeling purposes. But yeah, this is kind of where we kind of came up with for right now. And so similar to Mallet Boy, he'll have it kind of like over his shoulder, very large weapon over his shoulder. But yeah, kind of just playing along with this and seeing what we can build. I might have to shorten it up a little bit. I think it's a little bit too long, but yeah, that's what we got right now. This was the original character design. This guy. So this is kind of a fun one as well, but yeah, we wanted to kind of make him into a tankier character, kind of revolving around like Warthog, or yeah, Roadhog, yeah. So yeah, very much a bigger shape, big hook, kind of thing like that. So yeah, should be a fun character. Alright, so I need to move some stuff around. Let's see. I'm just gonna post this a few places and then I'll get started. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of different little Discords and everything that I've been posting at. A bunch of game development Discord channels. And then I will get started on modeling this guy some more. Dang. Okay, yeah. I remember you had some animation that was really funny, like the donut in space thing. That was really cool. That was pretty funny. Okay, let's see here. I think that's all I'm gonna be posting to. Game Dev Network. All right, cool. Voice. Oh, animation voiceovers. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I'd like to see some more of the stuff that you've been working on. So you're doing like animations, and then you're also doing animation voice acting stuff. Or did you made that animation, right? Or the space one? Or like did you do the voice for that animation? I wasn't too clear about that. Okay. Wow. There's the music. I'm not sure why it went away.
Excuse me.
All right. Space still animation was something I mean complete. Oh, nice, cool. Okay, I see it. What's the natural wind? Animation for the astronauts and the aliens and other things. That's awesome. Yeah, animating and creating the models are completely different skill sets. For sure. Like, there's just so much involved in development. It's crazy. Okay, I think I am done promoting myself. I think that'll be enough. Sweet. Alright. Let's get it. Oh yeah, Macs are pretty awful for game dev, honestly. I used to have a MacBook Air and it was rough. What was it? Kavinsky? Wait, what? Oh, let me see. Mega Drive. No, I think Kavinsky would be a royalty issue, so I would try to stay royalty free if possible. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I do listen to Kavinsky though, for sure. I was like, I recognize that word, that name. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see what else I need to do. So I have the body, I have the strap, the main strap piece. I have the grog, which needs to be named something different. All the group stuff. Go ahead and center pivot that too. There we go. Need some eyes. Let's see. Let me get his eyes in there. Yeah, Hookbeard should be a fun character. I actually love the way that so like, when I made this character initially, so he's basically like a sea creature fighting character kind of thing, and I wanted to have like Kraken buttons. I don't know, I really like the Kraken buttons. I feel like they turned out pretty cool. I had those like, I forgot what they're called, like aguillettes or something, those little side things. I might still have them on here. Maybe. I might have deleted them already. But yeah, I had like those like shoulder things, and I was really gonna use it, but like that's a lot more like military, and he's not military. He's So I feel like more of a pirate feel is like more like ripped sleeves. So that's what I kind of went with, more ripped sleeve feel. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've done some retopology already for some of these. Yeah, okay, cool. So I just need to transfer it over. So I'm gonna go ahead and export. I just want to see what all I have done. So this is boot top high. Or no, that would be boot top low, but I can change that in the name convention. That strap is way too high res. I can definitely crank that down. Yeah, I need to do something like that. It's not game res. Yeah. Okay. So we'll bring this in real quick. My boots, boot tops. Oh man, that did not import properly. What is going on? that was crunchy. Didn't like that. Let's see. Maybe if I duplicate this, I'm gonna go make the folder. So a folder. Before I do anything, I actually want to check something out. This is Hookbeard, and I made a Hookbeard copy. I wonder if there's any additional pieces that I missed. So I'm gonna just load tool, Hookbeard copy. What is Hookbeard copy? It's been a minute since I've worked on Hookbeard, so kind of seeing what I have available. Okay, yeah, here are those side pieces. They're like these things. He was a lot larger. I actually really liked these before. I think it would be fun, but I feel like that's just a bit much happening. It's a bit busy, but I think it's still fun. I might add that if I want to later on, but I think there's enough going on Hookbeard to feel good still. So, all right, so that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Hookbeard. I can do a good export on this. I'm not sure what happened there. That was kind of weird. Oh, it's because I did OBJ. I need to do FBX. That's what this problem was. Hookbeard, low poly. Alright, this should work. Boot top load. I'm probably going to actually de-res this a little bit. I think it actually is too high res at the moment. So I probably will de-res some stuff. And I think that these boots are probably going to retopologize with themselves. So I just need to get these in engine. So yeah, these are too high res. So one problem with this is that the boots are so specific that I probably will have issues with the bottom being more crunchy. So I can try though. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate these for good measure real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and decimate, Process current. I think hook grease can be a lot of fun to texture. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, that's finished. Let's try to go for 20%. Yeah, so that broke up the bottom. That's why gotta be careful with decimation. So maybe 50%. Still doesn't like it. Just kind of the problem with these kind of boots. So one thing I can do, because they're the same boot, as I can go ahead and delete one of them. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and delete one of these. 2 split masked, and I'll work on the left side one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide this, and then just export this one out. So export boot hide 2. And I'm currently just exporting everything just this way at the moment, and then I'll merge them in Maya. So, did I do it? Oh, I didn't. Okay. High poly. Yeah, that looked fishy. It was just reversed. Alright, yes, I need to retopologize this and then mirror it over. Who else needs to retopologize? Probably this. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do everything on this right side, and split it off this stuff. Go ahead and hide that, and then so 1 million. I probably can actually reduce this one, so I'm gonna go solo this. Go ahead and try to decimate this one. I think I can handle without destroying it too much. So process current. Okay, cool. And then these little like knob pieces. Buckle fastens. Alright, cool. So now that I have exported all these, I'm in Maya. And I'm going to go ahead and move these out. Let's see. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull all these fasten pieces in here. So I have this folder. So much going on the screen. Okay. So let's see. Fastens strap. There we go. So you have our fastens in our strap. There's one other piece. Which piece was it again? Tools. Oh yeah, the buckles themselves. They have buckles. We need the buckles. To both sides. Did I export? I may not have exported the buckles. I think I just decimated them. Alright, so I'm gonna do that now. Buckles. Alright. Should get rid of anything that's not applicable that would be duplicated over there anyway, so. Alright, cool. So now I have this really dope pirate boot and everything, and I feel pretty good about that. Honestly, that's pretty cool. So now I need to get his jacket in here. I'm pretty sure that's not in here yet. All that crap is. Alright, yeah, cool. So let's go ahead and get this jacket in here. Jacket right now is 1.2 million polygons. However, let's see. If I decimate it at all, it usually will probably get chewed up pretty bad. So I don't think I'm going to. That's because it has a lot of hard edges over here, and usually those hard edges become like really wobbly or really cracky if I decimate with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just export it as it is. So export, coat high. Alright, cool. That worked, so I'm gonna go back into Maya. Go high. Maya can probably, I think Maya can handle 2 to 3 million polygons before it starts struggling pretty hard. Alright, and so basically this section right here is reversed. So, yeah, you can tell because it's like gray and everything. So what I can do before I can re-export it, but before I do that, it's probably because this doubles on, and see how when I turn double on in ZBrush, it makes that band invisible because it's showing the back faces. You can kind of see the ribbons of the edge. So I actually don't like having double on a lot of times because sometimes that happens. So what I can do, put double back on real quick. sure it grabbed all of it. It did not. Okay, I think it's because it's this side. Yeah, that's why. It became separate from each other, so I need to like actually grab all of these. And the way to grab multiple polygroups like this. Okay, yeah. Is you hold control while having the widget out. Hold control. Drag out this until when you see that it's been isolated. Isolated. Now hold shift. Drag the opposite direction, and it'll snap all the stuff into visibility. So I need to do that on this one, and this. Oops, not that one. And this one. Cool. Now that should be everything, I believe. Okay, I see that there's an inside strip, but I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. This might be hard to grab. Let's see if I can grab it. I think I got it. Alright, I'm not sure, but it won't matter anyway because it's not going to be seen, it's not visible, so I'm not worried about it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab this one again. There we go. Alright, so with here, I can flip this, or I can split. So I'm going to split, go into this layer, and then now I can flip it. So to do that, I go into display properties and flip. There we go. So where's the code again? It's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and merge again. Merge down, always. There we go. So now it's back to normal, and I can export again, and it shouldn't have that issue. Code high. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one and re-import it. Alright, cool. So we almost have all the stuff in here. We need his like headband and stuff, his like all his waist stuff. Yeah, so let's go ahead and grab some more. I'm gonna hide what I have already done. So I'm gonna hide the pants, hide the coat. I need to hide this flask. Hide the strap. I can go ahead and hide actually. I'm not gonna hide the body just yet. But what I can do, let's see. I just noticed how concave his lip is here. That's a little bit too much. I'll pull that out a little bit. I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna decimate this, these. New folder, coat. Alright, plug in, decimate current. So I'm basically just making all these little pendant things, which are basically going to be very similar to each other. However, if they're the same piece that's been textured and repeated, you're going to easily see any kind of repeat detail on all these. So I need to have at least the left and right be the same, but like each of these need to be different from each other, down, up and down kind of thing, so they don't resemble each other so easily. Like scratch or like the same kind of rust is going to be super silly looking. So let's go ahead and do a decimate. Let's try 15% first. Let's see what that looks like. I don't want it to be choppy. I don't want it to be look pixelated. That's the biggest thing about this. Decimate current. Let's see how that looks. Let's try it one more time at a slightly lower. Let's try 8 again. Alright, so these two I don't see any issues with. I think 8 might be key here. Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and export that. Now that it's reduced heavily, like that was like over 1 million polygons before. Appended tie. Okay, that should have done it. Save. Appended tie. There we go. Starting to look studly again. Let's get his eyes in here. It's bothering me. We go ahead and hide this because it's been exported. Here's all that rope stuff. I'll do the rope next. I actually want to split those ropes off. They need to be split into different pieces. Let's grab these eyes. Export. Oh yeah, so for these eyes, I'm probably just gonna grab a circle and fit it like a sphere primitive like this, and fit it in here, and that'd be it pretty much. All right, cool. So the eyes can be hidden now because I've exported the. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's extremely expensive. So. This is the headband, so I'm gonna make a headband folder or bandana. Here's a bandana folder, and I'm actually going to split parts. So like these different areas, I'm gonna go ahead and split those off. So let's see. I just grab one of these parts. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna split, yeah. So what I can do here is split and then group split. So that splits off the different color groups. Group split. That should, yeah, it is unfurled in the folder. That's good. That's what I was looking for. Unfortunately, it looked like some of the groups were different. Yeah, like the insides of them were different colors. So I'm gonna have to find those matches. All right, so that was the inside of the bandana. That's the edges of the bandana, dang it. And then here's the actual, right? So that's the inside of the bandana. Okay, there's the outside of the bandana. There we go. So inside, middle, and outside. So we go ahead and merge down twice. Merge down, merge down. There we go. Make all in one poly group. And that should be the whole bandana outside. Yep, it is. Okay, that's one of the folds. Second fold. Keep them next to each other. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I can crank these all down. So what happens if I try this? Duplicate. Not remesh. Z remesh. I'll put it at half. Try that. So I'm gonna hide. Yeah, I'm gonna hide this one. So I hid that one. I'm gonna just try to zero mesh this one. So on the geometry tab, I need to delete the higher one, and then I'm gonna try to zero mesh it. And if it has a nice result, then I'll keep the result for sure. Error does not contain polygons in a major symmetrical. Oh, turn on symmetry. Yeah, gotta watch that. I'm just gonna keep on doing half for a little bit. See what comes out to. So I start losing a little bit of volume there at the end. Not bad, not bad. And then what I can do here is go ahead and hide these because they're kind of touching it. Alright, I'm going to project. Let's see if this works. Geometry. Project all. It should project on this. And that... okay, it crashed. But, luckily ZBrush is great. So. Projection is definitely one of those things that's like... I don't know, man. You sure you want to do that? Alright, let's see how far back that was. I think it actually looks kind of like it was further than I'd like it to be. Quick saves. I think I quick save every 10 minutes or so, I'm pretty sure. Maybe longer. What did I lose? My boots here. All my boot stuff. My pants. Hide those. Okay, this coat still have its. It does. Okay, so yeah, I know where I'm at. Luckily, I was able to export stuff before that happened. Import coat high. So I have the fix basically. So I'm gonna go back to this one, and then the way to bring this into your other scene, when you import something in ZBrush, is to basically, it's append. Where is that? Append right here. I'm gonna append the coat high on here, and then that append is always in the bottom. So I'm gonna go and drag this up, and then I'm gonna just use this one as my new coat high. So that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the old one. Yeah, that's the old one. Delete. Alright, I'm gonna remake that coat folder. Coat. And then these buttons go in that coat folder. Alright, and those buttons actually, I can import those as well. Those were, oh, which ones were those? Those were the sort by date, pendants. Those are the pendants, pretty sure. Yeah, they were. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my scene, and then I'm gonna go ahead and append those in here. So this way I'll have to decimate it again, basically. Alright, they're always the bottom, so I'm going to pull these up here. Those are the cheaper ones, so I'm going to delete this. Alright, cool. So that fixed. I'm going to go ahead and quick save. I don't lose work again like that. It always starts to lose work. Alright, so yeah, the projection tool is very finicky, and that you got to see it firsthand. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this one, and hide the grog bottle. And I'm gonna hide these pendants. I have the eyes, and I'm not gonna hide the eyes just yet. So yeah, I was working on the bandana. Let's get back to it. Come on. No, so close. It's having issues because there's like 3. There's the interior, exterior, and edges. So I'm trying to like grab the whole thing, but it's still like always having shading issues, or like it's not letting me mask it properly, basically. Well, that's frustrating. Okay. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna grab these individual bits here and split those off. So I'm gonna make the bandana folder again. New folder, bandana. Split hidden. Split not hidden, split masked. Oh, they might be having issues because I had symmetry on. That could definitely be the problem. Okay. Split mask. I'm vibing with these sounds though. Split, and then there we go. And this last one, what I can do is different colors. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I'm gonna Control W to make it all one poly group again, and that way it won't split. All right, so now that this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and decimate this because this is way too high. Right? This is like 5 million polygons, way too high. So I'm gonna decimate this. Process current. Definitely going to reduce some of these polygons here. I could start retopologizing this shoe, at the very least. Start getting some quad draw going. Retopology is definitely not the most fun thing to watch, but it's really key how you do retopology. So if you're learning, this is definitely something that you need to learn for sure. How you do it right and everything. A lot of times when I'm retopologizing, I'll just like put on a movie or kind of stuff. It's can be brainless a little bit, so it can be kind of boring, but they're making tools to automate this process, so hopefully in the future. I'm gonna wait for the program to spawn. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and try decimating at, let's say, 10% value. Alright, so the bandana looks pretty solid still at a 10% value. Let's try 5% value. So it looks really clean to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a 2% value. That's still looking good. So it's not really sculptable anymore, right, when you decimate like this, but it's, you just want to keep the details. And so if it starts breaking up and start looking kind of rough, you start seeing a little bit of stuff going on here. But that's super easy after you bake it, like it looks fine. So, and there's things that you can do to fix that anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it good for the bandana piece. That's fine. That's fine. 20,000 is fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and so one thing you can do is I can collapse this, or I can, what I can do is what's it called? Go in the gear and do, where is it at? Merge folder. And merge folder does not like get rid of the stuff that you were just doing. Let's see if it'll do it. Merge folder. Yeah, it's taking a second. It's gonna make a new tool under this folder, or it should anyway. Not sure why it didn't. I wonder if I had some conflicts. Yeah, it should have merged them all down, so I'll try it again. Huh. Yeah, it's not doing it. Oh well. So basically, it will like merge all the things I just decimated all into one, and it'll just like plan it under it. I'm not really sure why it's not, unless one of these has subdivisions, which it shouldn't because I exported them. Alright, I took them all apart, so none of them should. Let's see. Maybe I need to wait again. Let's see if it works. Okay, this doesn't want to, I guess. Alright, so I'm just going to export these individually, that's fine. So, I'm not going to waste any more time with that. Bandana high. Make sure it's FBX. Okay, it's FBX. Good. Good. Yeah, I like to actually batch export these things, but it's not letting me for some reason merge. So what I could do is I could like duplicate them all and then like merge all the duplications, but I don't know, that sounds like a hassle. So I'm not I'm not gonna. Alright, cool. And that's all the bandana pieces, so I could actually hide this bandana now and move on to like something like the hair, for instance. So it really it's funny with a little screen because of the polyf. It's actually 15 million polygons. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely reduce that. That sounds insane. So real quick, I'm gonna go in here real quick and do the thing with the bandanas. So all these bandanas can go on at once, or they should be able to. I think I dragged in the wrong area. Cool. Yeah, that worked just fine. Okay, back in here. So I can do with the eyebrows. The eyebrows don't touch the hair. So what I can do is auto group these. So if I scroll down and go in the poly group section, and then I auto group, we actually do have subdivisions. Okay, I'm gonna delete this lower subdivision, auto group again, poly group, auto group. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to split. So I'm going to call this the hair folder, right? And then I'm going to split, group split. And then they'll split all the different groups. So the hair and the eyebrows will be separate as well. There we go. So these eyebrows are actually... they're a little bit high for Maya, for like what they are and stuff. They're not awful. If I reduce them any more, you can already see that there's some stretching and pixelation already happening here. So I don't really want to make them lower than they already are. However, this hair is definitely high res and needs to be reduced for sure. Actually, kind of want to keep that some of that graininess, and some of this is actually going to be hidden anyway from the bandana anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about this. So let's go ahead and decimate this hair. This is insane amount of polygons. Might take a minute because this is 15 million polygons we're talking about. Did it do it? No, not yet. It's still going. I at least want to get all these pieces turned into Maya. Maybe do a little Retopology, but I mostly just want to get the pieces over to Maya. You all see my kitty cat? Yeah, it's my little tofu kitty cat. Hanging out back here. She's a pretty girl. See if I can bring her closer without her fully waking up or something. My mic's kind of covering her a little bit. There you go. That's a good view of her. She loves her little house, like her little house. All right, this is almost done. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on doing some stuff here. Kind of wondering about this foot. I really think that because of the way it is, I probably could just avoid this extra polygons and just bring it these polygons over to the edge. I think it's just kind of waste of polygons to, like, especially on a character that's going to be inside of a vehicle. I don't think I need to have that crazy of, like, stuff going on in the feet. It's already a cool enough, like, boot, but yeah, I don't think I need this extra lip here, basically. So I think what I might do, will let me, something like that. Yeah, I feel like it'll bake in normals just fine. So I think this will be fine. See all these little arc areas too. So this is actually going to be a problem in the bake when I work with this, right? So I'm gonna have a bunch of little arcs inside that bake on these really bendy areas, and there's a way to mitigate that. But you have to really be careful about this. And one of the way to do it, especially, just don't do it on a very bendy area, because like if it's on too bendy of an area, like or what I mean by that is like an area that's going to deform, like with animations and stuff like that. Don't do it on a very bendy animation heavy area. But like the toe is fine, right? So turn off this. So yeah, basically retopologizing the foot a little bit, and working on ZBrush stuff as well. I just decimated the hair for Hookbeard, and I'm going to maybe see if I can decimate it to maybe so try 20% of this value. So basically all this hair right here, I'm gonna try to make it 20% of what it currently is. Decimate current from 15 million to, what's 20% from 15 million? I don't do math that well, so that's gonna be a lot. 3 million, that's way more friendly of a number. So that's still really packed in there, honestly. So we don't need that much from this. So yeah, I'm gonna reduce that even from that. So this is current. And so while this is processing, I'm gonna go back to Maya and keep doing stuff, so I'm like not wasting any time. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on working on this boot, and basically to not waste polygons, I'm basically adding edge stuff here, right? So I'm not going to actually add a true edge. Like I'm not gonna like build it out like this, and then have like a lip here, and then like bam bam. And the main reason is because like yeah, the normals will bake just fine that edge, right? And so I'm wasting so many polygons on doing something like that. And also because this character is going to be in a legitimate cart, right? Like you're not going to see their feet very much, or his feet very much. So let's see, the file location. I actually think I have some, yeah. So here's the reference of his vehicle, his cart, or like one of the drawings. So he'll have a cart that basically he can punch or hit one of his fists on top of the cannon, and it'll fire. That'll be the side firing thing, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a backfire thing or a up fire. But at least the side fire thing is gonna be pretty insane. Here's where some like ideas for that, some like how he's going to look, size. So yeah, he'll probably will be like 1/3 of the size of the vehicle, very much like Mario Kart in that way. I think we might have had some final ones too. Like this is Siren, the front figure. So his boat is called Siren. But yeah, this is kind of how he'll be in the ship. And we were thinking about having some kind of like maybe the mast itself is a cannon, or maybe like when he's doing his ultimate, he'll like unfurl the mast and have some like wind and go over other characters. So there's a couple ideas we have for Hookbeard, but anyway, that is a big long form of saying that I don't need to put a whole lot of polygons and time into his boots. So the tread's gonna be a little bit tricky, sort of. There's two ways I can do that. Is I can have it exactly the way his tread is, where I like build polygons all along the inside of this, but I don't wanna. I will do it for this, right? This is like a core one, but all these inside treads here is going to be so many extra polygons that I don't want to deal with that, and it's kind of a waste, honestly. So this again will be baked in the normal map, and I'm not worried about it. Now, one thing I wish I had done while making this was I wish I would have scoped them in a bit, and so basically made them like skinnier. And so that's one mistake I made when I was making the high poly, was I should have made these kind of like push in, kind of like this, right? Because when you bake something like this that has 90-degree angles, it's not going to bake very cleanly. It'll kind of have some wobbliness and everything. So, but again, this is something that kind of like that whole Einstein thing, right? So, I think it's not. I'm not too worried about him not having like super clean tread. Or if you are, there's another way you can kind of do things where it's like I could just say I can kind of like build it out like this. I'm not sure why it's being silly like that. Come on, you know what I'm trying to do. There we go. So I can probably build it like that, and then at least the initial area like this could be built in. So like for instance, I might do it something like this. Let me turn on this for a second. Okay, that helped me a little bit. So what I can do is like just have it start so that you can see that grip. So like on all these sides you can see that, but then like I end up closing it. So like for instance, I can close it off early. Again, if it'll let me. So what I'm thinking about doing is I can just close it to triangle, triangle, like that. So basically, I'm not wasting polygons. Like the insides of these treads are just not important to me. So no point in like wasting all that stuff. So anyway, so yeah, now I can kind of make this. It's just way too much topology for such a, so for like the character is just never gonna really see the shoes, like, or if he is, it'll be like standing on top of the deck or whatever, and maybe. So one issue with this, the triangles, is that triangles don't deform properly. right? So that's going to be an issue as his moves his foot kind of thing around. So I do not actually want that topology here. So what I can do is this. There we go, nice and clean. At least around this area of deformation, because if foot's going to animate at all, it's going to bend in this zone, and so I don't want to have any closed tries here. At least for this bendy top on the very top and everything. So right here would be questionable. Here I definitely could do a triangle. So like this could definitely be a triangle. Because my toe's not going to deform. Like this part is not going to deform the ball of my toe. But this one, it might. So I need to go ahead and clean that up. Not to mention, remember I was saying before where like these are the issues. You don't want to have this stuff happen for normal map's sake, for your map's sake. So yeah, closing that up and not having as much of a gap, you're gonna get rid of all this overarching zones. That's gonna be a big problem in your texturing process. Last one we could try up, maybe. Let's find out. Let's see if that kind of works. As long as there's not too much arcing happening here, we're good to go. Okay, that looks fine. Try to get rid of this arcing here. And then I'm going to make a triangle here. Get rid of that arcing. As much as possible, anyway. Okay, this needs a triangle. Don't want this overhang crap. This makes it look really bad on edges. Alright, so we need one more here. Yeah, mostly just these very turny areas. At least one more here, maybe two. Nope, that works. And we can collapse these into triangles in a minute, but I also just want to see where it is on the edge. Oh, that was pretty solid now. Yeah. Feeling pretty good about that one. So, let's see. Alright, so cool. One other thing to think about is don't try next to each other. So you can try every other quad, right? Like don't do this because that tight zone is going to create a pinch in the mesh and it won't look very good when it's being shaded in a game engine. Usually. So I'm gonna try every other one. At least in this toe zone. go. So I keep this extra polygon up here because this whole zone is very rounded. I don't want topology sticking out from the high poly like it was doing over here. That's why I had to create all these extra quads. Then I consolidate them out here. So. Alright, let's go back to ZBrush real fast. Let's get his hair in there. Let's see if I can reduce it a little bit more. Let's say maybe 8%. So I went from 15 million to $250,000. So 3 million looked pretty good. When I went to $250,000, it did have that. See all that breakup stuff that's happening there? That's a bit more than I care for. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit less than, or a little bit more than that. So let's say I think it was 20% before. Let's try like 13%. Okay, it's close. Let's try a little bit. Let's try 15%. That's better. It's not as deep. See with this mustache area. Okay, I feel like that's pretty solid. So I'm gonna keep that, and I'm gonna export this hair. I'll definitely have to change the naming convention and merge stuff in Maya after this. Definitely. Alright, it's looking a lot better with that on. Put those eyebrows in there so he doesn't look like an alien anymore. There we go. Looking good. Alright, let's see what else we need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this whole hair folder. So we have this earring piece, which is cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and export that by itself. It says earring low, but I'm gonna go ahead and have it as high in the high folder anyway for right now. That'll be easy to work with. All I have to do is duplicate that and do it, run it smooth, and Maya. Alright, what else we need to do? Turn that off. Put this folder. Hide that folder. What else we got? So I actually think I'm not going to use this side bit. Let's see what it looks like with the coat on real quick before I say anything. Coat. Okay, it kind of fits the coat. You can barely see it though. There's not like a whole lot of interest happening here. So I might just forego these side things. I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of like too small and insignificant and out of the way to like care too much about. I wonder if maybe if I inflate it a little bit, if it'll feel a little bit better. Let's see. So if I go to deformations and inflate, or maybe just scale it down some so I can see it better. No, I feel like it's unnecessary, honestly. I might add it later if I decide I don't want to add some more details to it. So I'm going to hide that, not worry about that for now, and just have this waistband piece instead. Go ahead and export this out. Waistcloth. I spelled waist wrong. Alright, waistcloth, yeah. Spelled waist wrong, I think. Alright, so I definitely don't want it poking through, so I'm gonna, here I'm going to vertice, turn on symmetry for this one. Alright, so I need to turn off my because I had my shoes were live, so when I was moving these vertices, it was snapping to my shoe. Gonna pull this back. Just go ahead and make a soft select where I put some B and middle mouse dragging. Alright, cool. So now it's no longer a problem. And these waistcloths are also reversed, so I need to go ahead and go and I'm gonna unlock normals, and then I'm going to reverse these. There we go, another white. Alright, cool. Almost done setting up the whole thing, and then there's just a little more topology, some UVing, and then texturing. Man. Yeah, for tonight anyway, I'm just going to bring everything into Maya to start Retopology. I'm not worried about all the other things just yet. Maybe on tomorrow's stream or Monday's stream. I'll worry about that. Alright, so we have these guys. What I'm going to do is, because they're in 3 different parts, 3 different sections of rope, I'm going to polygroup, auto group. So yeah, these sections are actually on their own too. So I kind of like bundled them up so you can kind of see that they're on their own piece. I'm gonna make it a rope folder. So let's see, new folder. Let's call this rope. Rope. Okay, and then I'm going to split, group split. These are all having their own stuff happening now. Cool. So now these can be like basically like tubes, almost fully tubes, and yeah, that's pretty low. This is low enough. So I'm gonna split just these two from the main base here. So where's this? Right there, and that. So I'm gonna merge this down, these two main bits down. Merge down. There we go. And then I'm gonna keep these two by themselves right now. They're kind of like the hanging tied off bits, right? It's kind of going through the arm right here, so I need to pull this out. I don't want it clipping through the arm, right? This to go over the arm, not clipping into the arm. So it might just be holes, and that's fine. Holes are fine. Cool. So I'm gonna export this out. It's not very heavy, so I'm not too worried about it. Well, let's see real quick. That's heavier than it could be, so let's go ahead and do that. So preprocess current, and then I don't want to lose much detail because it's already kind of wobbly, like some of these right here, kind of wobbly. So I'm going to see if it messes it up at all. I'll keep this at 20%. Yeah, that's too broken up. See, it was kind of cool in a way, but it's too bad. So if I do this one, I probably need to do it at like 80%, and it's only going to save me a little bit. And see, that looks even too fuzzy, so I'm not going to worry about this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna run this. So export. High poly. Rope 1 high. Cool. These little guys right here. This one. Let's bring all these into the high poly folder. Export, export. Oops, not that one. High poly folder. Okay, I've exported those, so I'm moving those away. Open the stream. So I'm bringing these ropes into here. All 3 of these ropes. Oh, I guess one of them doesn't exist. All right, cool. So that was good. That was good. That was good. Awesome. All right, cool. So I think it's a few more ropes to do, and then we'll be in the home stretch. So this main rope is that holds the grog. So let's go ahead and bring this one out. That's fine, polygon wise. This is gonna be my rope high 4. Let's go ahead and bring that in the scene. Rope high 4. There we go. Holding that grog in there. Alright. I think I clicked on the wrong software. There we go. Screen the GIF. Alright, cool. And so that one's good to go. So I'm going to hide that. And let's get on these knots. So these knots are interesting. I'm not fully sure how I want to retopologize these, but I do know I want these 2 big ones together. These 2. So that's the top one, and then like this one. So drag this up and then merge. Yeah, I want to merge this together. So merge down. There we go. Those 2 are together. This knot I might do together, so like these 2. So I think I'm going to. Well, I have an idea, so I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to because these aren't going to, at least these knots anyway, aren't going to deform. These might, but this is not going to. So I actually might be able to do, what's this current? I might be able to do a rock kind of thing on for these guys. Let's see. Let's do 10%. And this guys, I'm not trying to actually keep the details, right? This is strictly to make the lower poly thing. So I actually want to be kind of broken. So let's go 2%. Something like that, I would have so much. I'd have to spend so much time retopologizing that. It'd be a pain in the butt. So let's try 1%. Closer, but I still want it to be a lower resolution. So let's go for 0.5%. Let me slow that. It's a pretty solid result. I think I'll work with that. So that can be my low poly. At least for right now, and I might have to move some stuff around, but yeah, to make it like match that one. It looks pretty dang close though, so I may not have to do a whole lot. So I'll go ahead and export this one. Do the same thing with this guy. So I'm going to basically duplicate, and then okay, that's my duplicated one. I'm going to hide the other one, and then preprocess current. Okay, that was fast. So then I'm going to decimate at the same level. Should be good. Export. Make sure it's in the right spot actually. Alright, cool, those are done. And there's just these two bits right here. So I think I already exported this one. No, I don't think I did actually. So I can probably reduce this a little bit. No, it's already too choppy, I think. Let's try a little bit. Process current. Let's go with like 80%. I'm about to just deal with it. A higher resolution like that. I'm gonna hide that, and then the last two. I'm just gonna export it as is, so that's fine. Hide. Oops. Hide. Export. Hide the rope. I think that's everything that I need to export. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting stuff in here again and see what we have. This is rope high 1, 3, and 4. 1, There's this. Okay, and then 4. So I need everything after 4, basically. So is there a 5? Not sure if there is. Oh, I probably merged them. That's probably what it was. I probably merged the 5. Do you want to hide that low poly? There's the cross rope. I think that's all of them. Okay, that's that one too. Hide. Okay, I think that's Hookbeard in his full glory in Maya, basically, and we're at quite a lot of polygons, actually. So if I didn't, I don't know. So this is almost 5 million polygons. And it's actually running pretty smooth. I wouldn't suggest 5 million polygons in your scene. But yeah, this rope kind of complicates things. It's already kind of pixelated and everything. It's just a tough thing to work with. But I can fix that in the texture process, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, so yeah, we basically got everything from ZBrush into Maya, got all the high polys in there, and so on the next stream, basically be focused on finishing off this retopology. So like right here we have the boot for retopology. Oh, I need to, that's right. This is no longer live. There we go. So yeah, I need to finish this boot for retopology, and then I can duplicate it over. So that'll be the big one, the coat. Yeah, basically all the things I need to make sure I retopologize and make sure it's game ready. So we can UV it, texture it, get it into the game. Alright, I think it's me for tonight. It's past midnight, so I'm